everybody. So today I'm going to be making Yorkshire pudding. I found this in the grocery store. I've never seen this in a grocery store before. Yorkshire pudding, kind of like popovers, which normally make using Alton Brown's recipe, which is really good. But this was just a little box mix, so I thought I'd give it a try. And all you have to do is add an egg, and the water is 2/3 cup plus 2 tablespoons, which I have here, and then it's just this little packet of everything else. So, all right, so it says to preheat the oven at 425, which I've done. Empty the contents of the packet into the mixing bowl and then add 1 egg and then add the water. Heat, so I'm not making, it says heat to 10, but maybe just because of where it's from. I am not going to heat the tin. I am going to heat my cast iron skillet, and then you're supposed to put the oil in the tin, which I've already done. It's in the oven, and so I'm going to mix this up. And then it says to bake 20 to 30 minutes until well risen and golden brown, and serve immediately with gravy. Well, I don't have gravy, but I could make gravy because I still have all the yummy stuff from the roast that I made a couple of days ago. So if you ever want to make a roast, so simple, so simple. All right, so and then it said to put the egg next, so we'll do that. Checking, make sure everything's clean in there. Looks good. Whoops. All right. And I have my whisk and the water. So let's mix the egg just a little bit. Get that going. This is another recipe that's so simple that it only takes just a few minutes to do this part. Then you stick it into the pan, and half an hour it'll be done. So if you're coming home from work, and it's a good thing to do if you can get into the habit, put the things out the night before that you were going to make for dinner. So you just put those out. This would be on the counter, set up just like this. You could even have your water, maybe put a little plastic wrap over it, walk in the door, flip the oven on. You know, a lot of people change clothes. I always did. Change clothes after work, and then by the time you get changed, it's hot. Grab your pan out of the oven, mix this up, dump it in, and you will have dinner with a really yummy bread. So anyway, so this is Yorkshire pudding. And if you've never had that, it's not really like a pudding like we think of today. We think of, you know, eggs and milk and cream and, you know, just creme brulee, something like that. But this is actually a bread, and it's going to, in theory, I'm hoping, it's just gonna pop up and have all kinds of crazy different angles to it, and you just rip it off, and it's gonna be great. So I think my pan is heated up. It's in the oven. I'm going to take that out, grab a spatula so I can get all the goodie into that pan, and then pop it right back in the oven. So what is it? The race is on. Okay, the race is on. Grab a whisk. Grab the oven mitt. Ooh, got the sizzling pan. Alrighty. Now, to be more true to the 1700s, I actually used the roast that I cooked a couple of days ago. I just let that cool in the refrigerator, and I took the fat off the top, and I put that, and I saved it. So instead of using oil, I used the beef fat to oil my pan. All right, so that's in there. Spread it around a little bit. You really shouldn't have to do that. All right, stay. And we're gonna put it right back into the oven. All right, here we go. nice and hot in there. Look at my hair sticking up. Anyway, so you know, it reminds me of Thanksgiving whenever you have a lot of different things going on all at the same time. And so you try to, you know, multitask, and you have a thing going. What is that? Oh, okay, it's just my hair. You have one thing going one way and one thing going the other, and da-da-da-da-da, and normally you might forget something in the oven. Always use a timer. So this, speaking of time, it said 20 to 30 minutes. That's a 10-minute difference. So I guess it's accounting for the amount of water, you know, if you measured a little off, or if your oven is, you know, hotter or cooler. Let me tell you about what I did one time while that's baking. I'm not gonna keep you for 30 minutes, but we went to the mountains to go leaf peeping, and in North Carolina, and I made popovers. I was so excited to make popovers for everybody, and they were the size of biscuits. And I thought, wow, this is just crazy. It can't be because of the altitude. It's not that high. Well, it was. So if you're in a high altitude, make sure you take the necessary steps and precautions, and you probably know what they are if you're in that area. But anyway, my popovers didn't rise, they stayed flat, but you know, they were delicious. So it wasn't so bad. All right, we're gonna give that 20 to 30 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and see how it looks. Hang on. Okay, so the Yorkshire pudding is out of the oven, and it's right here. It baked for 25 minutes. I tried it at 20, and it was still too light and didn't look very nice. So this is 25 minutes. It didn't rise as much as I thought it was going to, but that may be because my pan is too big or I did something wrong. So it's pretty flat. So what I want to do then is just try this recipe with a regular recipe that you make yourself, and we'll see. But it's flaky inside and wet and moist. It smells good. It has that puddingy interior that, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my husband. It works better when he's behind the camera. But anyway, I think this is a win. It might be better though if you make your own from scratch with all fresh ingredients. I don't know, but it's not bad, and I think it's going to be eaten. But not by my husband, because he doesn't eat carbs, so it'll be all mine. Anyway, so next time we will try this with regular flour and ingredients and see if that comes out a little better. And see if you know what I did wrong, let me know. But I'm not sure I did wrong because I don't know what it's supposed to look like. But anyway, so thanks for watching. Pika loves you. Okay, I've changed my mind completely about this Yorkshire pudding. It is delicious. So I put some butter on it, and I tore off a few pieces. I gave my husband a piece, and he said it was what?
Very satisfying.
Very satisfying. So that means you hit the chord of comfort food. And the bottom is quite crisp and the outsides are kind of crispy. And you do still get that puddingy inside like you get with a popover. Anyway, maybe my pan was just too big for this amount because this was only 5 ounces of flour. So I think it should have puffed up and, you know, but I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to make it the original way to find out the difference between this and that. But it is delicious. And if you have it and it's as flat as this, it's still gonna be good. So forget everything I said 5 minutes ago. I'm really pro this now. All right, thanks everybody. Pika loves you.
Yeah, bye.
Yalla bye. I like that.